Okay. So, oops. So I'm going to be explaining the character to you guys. And it's only fitting to do it on Dreamland. So when we approached designing this character, we saw...
Right off the bat, you guys may notice that he's got his cute little umbrella here in the entrance. That's sort of like a thing he has across his moveset.
A lot of multi-hits would be very fitting for him, but when also approaching his design, Steven had the very good idea to sort of mix up his wave ability. So you can see that demonstrated with his neutral special. You can also charge it for a full stage projectile. When approaching the character, we noticed that all of the Kirby characters had multiple jumps. So to differentiate this character, he only has 3 mid-air jumps, but his air game is significantly stronger than any other character. His back air is very strong, and he has multiple multi-hits in different directions. His up air is going to be a spear directly upward, and his forward air is using the beam rod for a 3-hit attack similar to Kirby's forward air, but with a stronger hit at the end. His side special is a spear toss, which can stick the character in the ground. It deals a very decent amount of hit stun, and kind of gives you the opportunity to run up in their face and get mad. So his dash attack is very unique in that it launches you into the air. So you can see me demonstrating that at the bottom here, and it kind of pops you around. So let me try to, these guys are really excited, so I'll try to do it on somebody. Hang on. Well, you know, so it pops him in the air, which leads again into his air game, which allows for a lot of variation. His up special is the hover. So it doesn't get a lot of vertical height, but because his air game is already so decent, he didn't really need that much vertical recovery, and he gets a lot of horizontal. So he's pretty good in that way. Here an example of his tilt. It's going to be a swipe, a stab, and then a sliding kick, similar to his movements in the Kirby games. His downs, a lot of his mashes take use of the parasol. So like his side smash and things like that. But I think that's enough. That's enough for now, and I'll just let these guys go ahead and have at it. All right, guys. So there you have it. Bandana Dee has joined the roster, and the support here, just in the con, has been extremely overwhelming. You know, the three people who have started to play as him already are already having a really fun time with him. And I've been told that the chat's pretty happy with him as well. So if you guys like a little bit more of an explanation, so one of the most unique things about Dee is, you know, other than the spear kind of changing forms, which was a really creative idea that the dev team had, his dash attack is unlike anything in any Smash Brothers game. So it propels you into the air. He uses his spear like a pogo stick, and if connected with the opponent, it launches them up and into it leads into a follow-up. Sorry for aerial attacks and whatever else you may have. So it's really fun and unique. It makes the character feel extremely fresh. If you'd like an explanation on his moves, I'll go ahead and tell you them as they appear in game. I think we showed off pretty much everything except for some of the throws maybe, but his neutral special is the wave beam. So you'll find it familiar if you've played any Kirby game in your entire life. You'll recognize the wave Kirby hat. If you just tap it, he does a small wave beam animation. It's multi-hit and knocks upward. And if you charge it for a short while, he'll throw out a projectile. And it hurts, but it's not the best approach. It's not incredibly polarizing or anything. It's not going to make you not want to run up and, you know, get in their face, but if you're having trouble approaching, that's certainly a decent option. His side special is going to be the spear toss or spear throw. None of these moves are necessarily finalized in names, but he throws it. It's very straightforward. If it lands and connects with you, it does a decent amount of stun that you can then hit them out of. His up special is going to be Spear Copter. Again, these move names are not finalized by any means. But yeah, he jumps up shortly, spinning his spear. It does a decent attack, and he floats down, similar to a helicopter. It gets not a ton of vertical, but it gets a fair decent amount of horizontal. He only has 3 jumps, but those jumps are fairly significant in and of themselves. So his recovery is fairly good. But if you find yourself out of jumps off stage and you're pretty low, you're definitely not coming back. His down special is his magical umbrella. He uses it to shoot on ground. He uses it to shoot forward, and it functions similarly to a falcon kick. In air, it also it shoots down at a diagonal, dealing multi-hit damage. You know what? Using Waddle as a surname for his attacks might be a really good and a really cute idea. What do you think? Using Waddle as a surname before his specials, like Waddle Copter, Waddle Beam, Waddle Umbrella, and Waddle Spear, Waddle Toss. I don't know. Waddle Toss sounds a little weird. Yeah, Waddle something. I think it sounds really cute. But yeah, so those are all of his specials. His dash attack is very unique. His jab is a 3-part spear jab. So yes, Bandana Dee was originally an assist trophy. He very clearly will not be in Super Smash Flash Beta. And I know that kind of may have taken you, some of you may have taken you some by surprise. But I've noticed, especially on the forum, that there were a few people who were speculating Bandana Dee, which really surprised me. Maybe it was because of Pac-Man also elevating from his assist trophy status. Who knows, but props to those guys. I wish I had their names offhand, but they definitely are the OGs who, you know, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to say, oh yeah, I predicted Bandana Dee, he's amazing. That's who I always wanted, but I think those few OGs are the ones who deserve the real credit here. I like to think Bandana Dee very fairly represents Waddle Dee and Waddle Doo and that whole family. He takes if you notice, he takes things from Waddle Dee in the way of his parasol. He takes things from Waddle Doo in the way of the wave mechanics. So, you know, he really truly represents the entire family of Waddles and Dees and Doos, and it's really cute, and it came together in a really cute way. I really would just love for you guys to look at his gameplay, and when he's released, give him a chance. He is so much fun, and he perfectly represents, you know, the kind of the whole in the Kirby representation. There was no additional Kirby representative in Smash 4, and I really feel like he represents a big part of the Kirby franchise that may have been skipped over. We will not be going in detail about any character's Final Smash at SmashCon here, including Bandana Dee, but I assure you, it is very cool. I have personally been playing Jigglypuff my entire like Smash life, and Bandana Dee is seriously making me consider moving Jigglypuff to secondary. I enjoy this character so much. He's such a load of fun. I think you'll all like him as well.